Welcome, brave souls, to another journey through the haunted past as we will travel to the Hudson River Valley, a place where history and the supernatural intertwine, where every graveyard and shadowy corridor whispers a chilling tale. In this episode, we will brave one of the most haunted places in the Hudson River Valley, Huguenot Street in New Paltz, New York, where an eerie portrait resides and tales of a curse linger inside the Deyo house. Then we will head over to the heart of Sleepy Hollow for even more haunting tales of malevolent spirits and mischievous hobgoblins. Before we dive in, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more spine-chilling stories and folklore from the haunted corners of history. Now, let's begin. Huguenot Street is one of the oldest continuously inhabited streets in America. Founded in the late 1600s by French Huguenots escaping religious persecution, these stone houses, preserved for centuries, have borne witness to both the triumphs and tragedies of the past. But among them, one stands out: the Deyo house, a place where the echoes of history refuse to rest. To understand the haunting, we must first meet the woman at its center, Gertrude Bogardus Deyo. Born in the 19th century, Gertrude was a woman of high status who married Thomas Jessup in 1843. Not long after, she became pregnant with their first child. It was during this time that a painting of her was commissioned, a painting that would become infamous. Those who have seen it in person describe an eerie, almost deathly quality to the portrait. Some say her eyes follow you. Others claim the air turns ice cold when you stand too close. But perhaps the most unsettling fact: this painting was created just before Gertrude gave birth, and she was already deathly ill with tuberculosis. 17 days after her daughter was born, Gertrude passed away. Her baby girl tragically followed just 4 years later. Death was only the beginning. As the legend goes, Gertrude's great-nephew attempted renovations on the Deyo house. This, it seems, enraged her spirit. In retaliation, she is said to have placed a chilling curse upon the house, one that doomed all future inhabitants to be barren. No child would ever be born and raised within its walls. If the infertility curse wasn't eerie enough, let's take a closer look at Gertrude's husband, Thomas Jessup. He remarried after Gertrude's passing, but tragedy seemed to follow him like a shadow. His second wife and 2 of their children died from illness. His third wife bore 2 children, both of whom died before the age of 5, and eventually she too succumbed to an untimely death. Coincidence? Or something more sinister? Staff and visitors alike have reported strange happenings within the Deyo house. The most chilling? The cursed painting has a habit of moving on its own. Many refuse to touch it, let alone relocate it. It has been known to fling itself from the walls with an unseen force, as if someone wants it left undisturbed. The consensus of first-hand accounts from people who worked at Huguenot Street is clear. No one wants to work in the Deyo house. Footsteps echo in empty hallways. Doors creak open by themselves, and an unshakable presence lingers in the air. Many say they feel watched, as if unseen eyes are following their every move. So, what is really happening here? Skeptics argue it is merely the old wood settling, the effects of drafty halls, or the power of suggestion. But paranormal investigators tell a different story. EMF detectors spike with no clear source. EVP recordings have captured chilling whispers in the empty house. Could it be that Gertrude's spirit still lingers, bound to the painting and the house she once called home? If you ever find yourself on Huguenot Street and feel an inexplicable chill, or sense eyes watching you from the darkness, you may be closer to Gertrude than you think. Some spirits refuse to be forgotten. Some curses refuse to be broken. And some places should never be disturbed. We have arrived in Kingston, New York, an historic city with deep roots in America's past. But beneath its charming streets and colonial architecture, something ancient stirs, something unsettling. Here we uncover the chilling legend of the Old Dutch Church, a place of worship built upon a graveyard, and, if the stories are to be believed, a place still inhabited by those long dead. Founded in 1685, the Old Dutch Church is one of the oldest congregations in America. But with such history comes echoes of the past, some more tangible than others. Built on top of a graveyard, the church has long been a focal point for eerie occurrences. Many believe that spirits from centuries past still linger, watching, waiting, perhaps even seeking something. What if I told you that a malevolent spirit once swooped down from the stormy skies and attached itself to a clergyman's ship as he battled the Hudson's raging waters? Supposedly, before being banished by prayer, the creature left only a single eerie clue behind. Its hat, found hanging ominously from the church's bell tower the next morning. How could that be? There was no bell tower at the time of this tale, so is it simply a legend? Supposedly, the hauntings here aren't just folklore. A former pastor of the church once claimed he saw a man dressed in black, wearing a tall top hat, standing silently in his office. Who was he? A long-forgotten minister? A wandering soul, forever bound to this sacred ground? And why did he appear? But he isn't the only apparition. The church's walls have held whispers of ghostly parishioners gathering after 10 p.m., long after the living have gone home. Shadows flit between the pews, and footsteps echo where no one walks. Are these spirits simply continuing their faith beyond the grave? Or are they trying to send us a message? And then there's the hobgoblin, the trickster spirit that supposedly cursed the church. It's said that one stormy night, a small painter was seen working on the steeple, hammering away despite the lightning cracking all around him. But no one knew who he was or why he worked through the storm. Was he real, or was he the hobgoblin, forever toying with the mortal world? What about the church's clock face? Some say the creature itself added an extra mysterious line. A simple mistake, or a supernatural calling card. The old Dutch church isn't just any haunted site. It is entwined with one of America's most famous ghost stories. This very graveyard inspired Washington Irving's the legend of Sleepy Hollow. Here lie the real-life figures who shaped his tale, the inspirations for Katrina Van Tassel, Brom Bones, and even the Headless Horseman himself. Could it be that the church's spirits weren't just fiction, but real phantoms that Irving encountered in whispers of the Hudson Valley? These experiences may seem like eerie coincidences or fabricated legends meant to keep us entertained. However, one can't deny that there is something truly unexplainable about the Hudson River Valley. If you had the chance, would you walk through one of its haunted graveyards after midnight? Or spend a night in one of its historical homes, listening for the whispers of those long dead? Is the legend of the cursed portrait real? And are there spirits lingering at the old church? Well, that's for you to decide. But let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into haunted history, subscribe for more spooky American folklore tales. Until next time, sleep tight.